Cooking your way through life.
Yo, every slip's a step we rise again.
Cooking your way through life.
Oh, hey, welcome back to another episode of Cooking Your Way Through Life with me, Chef Drake. So today we're going to do one of my, I want to say favorite recipes, but it's one that I don't do a lot, but when I do it, I really like it. So if you like pot roast or if you like that kind of thing, I feel like short ribs for me, it's that kind of vibe. So the way I do short roast, the way I do short ribs is kind of in that realm. And I like to do it with wine and a little bit of beef stock and just braise them after giving it a nice sear so it can get like the best of both worlds. And this is like my version of that, but I only buy them when they're on sale because sometimes they're a little expensive. So the first thing is I like to make sure that my fat cap is not super thick, but today, for instance, I'm just gonna put it off by hand. This way I leave behind enough fat for myself. Now this is what I mean by just myself. So I like a little bit of that fat there. This part though, the silver skin, I will take this off because I do not want that on my short ribs. So I will use my knife or my hands. I don't know. I'll use my knife. Maybe. Okay, I use my knife. So I'm just cleaning off that silver skin that's on here. And this is because no matter what sear I do or what I do, that silver skin still just will be very unpleasant to eat. You can eat it, but it's not my favorite thing. So I just want it to be just that beef there. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's get these seasoned in the pan and in the oven. I'm just gonna do a little bit of oil, of course. You already know, unless it's your first time here, I made my own dry rub. Now I'm doing this in a bowl. You don't have to. I only have 2 pieces here. So I just find if I do it in a bowl or a small container, it's easier for me. So I'm not wasting any of my seasoning and any of the oil. Also, I'm all about easy cleanup. I don't want to put the raw meat on my cutting board if I don't have to. And today I did do a little cutting, but not enough to ruin the cutting board. Well, not ruin it, but do a deep clean. All right, I'm gonna get this all seasoned up and get ready to go into the pan. Forgot what oil we're using today for the pan. I think we stick with olive oil since we started that route. I'll meet you over there.
All right, so let's get to making these short ribs. This is a 2-step process. The first step starts on the stove top, and then I'm gonna get my short ribs into the oven. But first, let's use the squirt bottle to make a circle and X. If you've been watching the show, you know this is the easiest way to make sure that you get just enough oil in your pan without overestimating, second guessing. It's just the perfect way to do it. Now that my oil is heated up, it can slide across very easily, and I can get my short ribs inside of the pan. Now what I want to hear is a sizzle. If I can hear a little sizzle going on, then we're good. If you can see it, even better. But you want to hear that sizzle, you can see it here. You know that it's working, and you know that it's gonna sear and not steam. And just leave it alone. I know it's hard, but just do it. Now, once you flip that over, now you can see the second half. This is something that we're doing with short ribs too. You notice I put the thinner side in first. That's because my meat, like the biggest portion, is gonna go in now. And instead of it being the presentation side, it's gonna go into the oven with the thicker part up. I'm gonna put it in the oven with the thicker part down. So that's why I wanted to kind of do that side second. Now let's get my pot or my pan ready to go into the oven using some red wine. And that's gonna be the same red wine I use later on inside of my sauce, but red wine going in first. This way my short ribs don't just go right into the pan itself and start to kind of like overcook. It kind of gives me a little buffer in the bottom. Now while my ribs are over there, let's get in some onions, some carrots, some celery. What is that called? Holy Trinity right there in some places. All right, let's saute this off. Once we get this sauteed, I'm going to cook it down just a tiny bit. And then once it kind of absorbs all that flavor from our short ribs from earlier, then we can keep on going with some more flavor here, which is going to be some fresh herbs. Now, what herbs are we putting in today? Well, today we have some thyme. No pun intended. After I get my thyme in, just gonna get those the whole stems and leaves, and some fresh jalapenos because I like it spicy. So all this is gonna go in, and it's gonna make sense later too. It's not just going to cook the inside of the short ribs, give me some flavor. If I choose to blend my sauce, then it's gonna also add lots and lots of flavor into my sauce that'll go over the short ribs. Now that this is cooked down, more wine going in because the liquid inside of the pot, or I keep saying pot, in my pan is going into the oven, is going to consist of red wine and beer. Beer going in last. So I use both. Some people do one, just wine. Some people do just beer. Some people just do beef stock. I like to use beer and wine. And I do because I actually think it gives me like a more depth of flavor. So also reseason when that happens. Cook that down until it pretty much starts to really just get all together, and then bring all of that over to your pan. Bring it all over to your pan. Get everything in, liquid and all, and then make sure you scrape down all those vegetables because the vegetables are the most important part in this. You will understand later, I promise. Now, let's get this covered. Once this is covered, it's gonna go in the oven. We're going to basically cook this until the meat is almost falling off the bone. Low and slow is the way to go for this. Like literally, we did nice searing. We got some amazing color on it, and now the best part, go into the oven till it's ready to come out. That's it.
Such a beautiful cut of meat. If you never had short ribs before, definitely give it a try. I mean, to me, they're just like unparalleled. They're so delicious. And then this sauce. You know what? I decided I'm going to blend it. We already took the time to develop all this amazing flavor. And I feel like this is one of those times where treat yourself. You know, like take the extra time and go ahead and blend it and create that gravy that I was telling you about because it's so good. I'm just taking out my fresh thyme stems, not because we can't use them, but since I'm using a hand mixer here, I just want to make sure I take them out because sometimes it's not strong enough to break it down. So that's what I'm doing now with my tongs. And then I'm going to get everything into my measuring cup here so I can actually easily pour it over. Now this is extremely hot if you're just taking it out of the oven like I did. So I'm just going to pour it into my measuring cup. Can't believe that didn't spill everywhere. Make sure you get those vegetables in there. That's what's actually going to make this amazing. Had to grab a spatula really fast. Make sure I get all those vegetables inside. As you notice, I poured away from myself when I poured that in there. That's because I'm pretty clumsy and usually I get stuff all over me. So if it actually splattered, it will splatter that way. Good little safety tip for you. Another reason I wanted to put it in a measuring cup, because I did mention that if you do this, then you want to get off some of that excess fat. Now I do because I just want my sauce to be a little less fatty, the excess oil that's in there. And when I put it in a measuring cup, if you pour correctly, you actually can pour off most of that excess oil right out the top. I'm just going to use the rest of it for my sauce. All right, most important part, because all this is for not if you don't like the sauce. So you need to taste it and adjust. Oh my God. Oh. That right there is already good. Like, I just put it on anything. Dang. All right. Anyway, I knew it was gonna be good. I don't even know why I'm trying. That is delicious. All right, we're gonna put this on, plate it up, send it out. Let's go. Now I do have this in a measuring cup, but I actually want to reserve some of the sauce. And I want to kind of just put it at the bottom a little bit. And this is because my sauce is amazing now, right? But I kind of want whoever tastes the short ribs to taste the ribs and then taste it with the sauce. If I just put it on top, they're just gonna taste that sauce first, and I really don't want that to happen. So just put it all around, give it a little shake, a little shimmy, and then tease them with a little sauce on the bones right on top. Because once they start breaking this up, then it's gonna be like that sauce and that meat all together, and it's gonna go together perfectly. But here is our braised short ribs with red wine, beef stock, all the fixings, and then turned into a nice little sauce at the end. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun, and I hope that you go and try this recipe. So, as always, please like, subscribe, and comment, and also share. Share with your friends, your family, your enemies. I don't care. Share. Let's get these numbers up, trying to build this tribe brick by brick. So, definitely come back for next time, and have a good day.
Cooking your way through life. Cooking your way.
Thank you for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something. You know what to do next. Please hit those like, share, and subscribe buttons below and have a great day.